Hello guys and welcome to Odds on Ligue and 10th match day. Let's see how PSG bounce back after the first defeat of the season. We are gonna analyze anything with Alain Valnegri, and of course with you. Leave a comment below with your predictions, and don't forget, if you enjoy the video, press on the like, subscribe and click on the bell to get notifications. And now let's go on with the show. After the international break, Alain, we are back with the Ligue 1, and I'm sure a lot of French people are very happy because France won the Nations League. How are you, Alain?
Hello, Edu. Yes, I am a little sad because I support Italy first and after Spain, and it was a really hard National League for me.
Well, at least it was good for French football, I guess, and for the French national team. So let's analyze the new match day. We are already in the 10th match day in the Ligue 1, and let's start with the game we have on Friday, PSG Angers. And as you predicted, Alain, I well remember, even if it was 2 weeks ago, be careful with PSG traveling to Rennes. We could see the first time that they drop points, and indeed, first defeat of the season for Pochettino's men in Ligue 1. And this game with Angers, remember that they are 4th in the standing. We are going to see many absentees, of course, because Di Maria, Neymar, Messi, for instance, they are playing even the night before in South America, so they won't be able to come here. You see, travel here might be travel because Angers, they are doing a very good season, of course, 4th in the standings.
Yes, it's very good city. Angers has a very good spirit. With Butlers, there have a lot of external problem with the president, with some scandalous go out in this beginning of the season with the ex-manager Christophe Moulin. But the team are with a very good reaction, because against Metz they won a game really difficult because they was losing 2 times in the game. They are able to first draw the game, and in the last play they won the game. It's difficult for Angers playing in Paris. Paris has a lot of players not in the best condition, because the South American players are back late in Paris. But I saw Paris win the game, but I saw both team scores. Both team scores odds are really interesting. Is 1.90, and I think Angers is able to score in Paris. It is a little every week with Paris Saint-Germain is a little the odds. I check the odds about both score, both no score. And I think it's a very good opportunity, because we saw the problem in the defensive phase about the team of Pochettino.
On PSG, after this game, they face Leipzig, Marseille and Lille. So the calendar is going to be tough for them in the following days. Then on Saturday, Clermont, Lille, and here I'm very surprised to see the odds for Lille to win, actually 2.22.
Me too.
These are the champions, remember, Lille, and they are coming in good form. 3 straight victories. Last game was a 2-0 victory against Marseille. It was before the international break, of course. And Clermont, Alain, they have 10 points, but because they won the first 2 games of the season. After that, they've conceded a lot of goals, actually 9 goals in the last games with Monaco and Rennes. Would you go also for these odds for Lille to win?
Yes, Lille won the first serious game in the season against Olympique de Marseille. Then don't receive a goal that can make the first clean sheet about a big team in France. The sensations are really good. The feeling about the team. We start to saw again the team with Galtier, with strong defense and really fast and killing transition. My biggest question about this game for Lille is how Jonathan David came back, because he's the striker in a very good streak, but he came late because Canada play Friday morning in Europe. We became late, and after he must to travel to Clermont. One Clermont in a very bad moment. Clermont disappear after his brilliant beginning of the season, and now is the classical moment of the new team in Ligue 1 with problem to solve fast because the situation is difficult. The odds are really interesting for Lille. Lille will be project to the Champions game against Sevilla. They must to make points if they wanna follow with possibilities to accede to the 18 final. But in this game, I think Clermont with a reaction, and I saw a draw 3 for the odds 3.40, because with the selection game, I think Lille will have some player tired, some player in the bench, and Clermont is a full team and must to react.
Okay, tricky match day this one because of the international games and then the Champions League games the following week. Clermont right now, they are the team with more goals conceded in Ligue 1, 20. And then we have Lyon, Monaco, the best game for sure in this match day. And Monaco actually arrived better to this fixture. Alain, 3 consecutive victories for them. The last game was a 3-0 victory against Bordeaux. So in the last 3 games, they scored 9 goals, whereas Lyon, they couldn't win the derby 1-1 against Saint-Etienne. They conceded the goal in the last minute. Anthony Lopez, the goalkeeper, was sent off. Lyon favorite, but Monaco, again, they are in good form to surprise Lyon.
Is one of the best game you can see this season in Ligue 1. Lyon is in his both teams are in the best moment about the season after a difficult beginning. Both teams are offensive team. Historically, Lyon Monaco are game with a lot of emotion, with a lot of goals, and the over 3.5 I think is really interesting with an odds 2.75. Don't lose this game. I must to say to the audience, you must to watch this game because it will be a game with rhythm, with goal, with a really good level in the technical aspect.
Then goals in Lyon, Monaco. Maybe also we should expect goals on the Troyes, Nice, because Nice, they usually are playing free-flow football. They are third in the standings. They beat Brest 2-1 after the victory with Saint-Etienne. So they are in Champions League spots. Only 1 defeat for them this season. And Troyes, they are one of the worst teams in this Ligue 1. Alain, that's why I also kind of like these odds for Nice to win around 2.0.
Yes, it's 2.0. We saw from the beginning of the season this will be an away team with a really good shape of play to play outside of his stadium. Troyes follow with this problem with finalize how the team create. They miss a killer striker to score. We saw that in the last game against Nantes, and I don't think there will be solved that before the market of the January. They need some a new player here with experience, with goal, and I saw Nice won that game, but I saw an under 2.5 in that games. The odds are 2.35, and I don't saw Troyes score, and Nice are a minimal team. They're known to win a game 1-0, and especially with the clean sheet, is a really strong team.
Then also we can go, if someone wants higher odds, needs Nice to win 2-0. Then Bordeaux, Nantes, similar odds actually for the home victory or for the away victory. Nantes now also 3 victories in the last 4 games. They only lost to Reims. The last game was a victory against Troyes, so they are in the middle of the table. And Bordeaux, after the defeat against Monaco, they are still very close to the relegation spots. Only 1 victory this season against Saint-Etienne. How do you see this Bordeaux-Nantes?
Well, it's a derby. It's a really special game. Every season is the West Derby with the biggest history, and every season is a game with a lot of tension, and the team must to don't lose that game. Bordeaux, after 3 games with a Bordeaux with personality, with a shape of play really good, with a good reading of the game of Mr. Petkovic. In Monaco, they lose the game with so many mistakes, and Monaco, if you do some mistake like that game, you will be punished. And Bordeaux is a young team. They will be really motivated for that game. I think Nantes is one of the team with more points than game. They are a really strong goalkeeper. Lafont is a big level this season. But I saw Bordeaux won his first game at home, because they don't win at home again, and it's the best occasion for Petkovic to start his season and go far to the relegation zone. The odds are 2.75 for victory of Girondins Bordeaux.
All right, the only victory so far, as you said, was away in Saint-Etienne. Then we have Brest, Reims, and I'm also very surprised to see these odds, because Brest, they are favorites, even if they are the second worst team in this Ligue 1 with only 4 points, no victories for them, 4 draws. That's why I'm surprised to see them favorite against a team like Stade Reims. That is true that they lost against Lens, but they were able, for instance, to win against Rennes. I like actually the odds for Reims, or even Asian Handicap 0 for them.
Yes, I'm surprised too. But last season Brest was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde about his point at home and his point outside. I think Reims has less points. No, Stade Brestois has less points that game, because the striker is a team with a lot of potential. Fèvre, Honora, Mounier are, for me, differential player for a team fight against the Ligue 2. For that game, I saw a victory of Brest, because Stade de Reims permit you to play, and when do you have a lot of talent in the last line, I think they can make the difference and win a game, because if Brest don't win this game, it will be start the crisis in Brest. Is a game to understand how the player are with the trainer, because Michel Zakarian is in a difficult position. But I saw a reaction about Stade Brestois winning. Stade Brestois odds 2.30.
Home victory. Then Metz, Rennes. Here we have Metz also in the playoff position. They are 18th right now in the standings. In the last 5 games, 4 defeats. They were only able to beat Metz, so this is the only victory of the season. And now they welcome Rennes to their home after the surprising victory against PSG. They are in good form. Rennes, 3 victories, 1 draw in the last 4 games in all competitions. Would you think that this is an away victory?
Well, the logical said that, but football is not logical.
No.
Metz is the hardest team to bet this season, because when you think there will be win, there lose. When we think there will be lose, there win, and it's difficult. It's difficult to bet. Rennes has the Genesio problem. Genesio make very good game against the good team, and with the team fighting against Ligue 2, especially in Lyon, was the same history. There are a lot of problem. Metz is a team really defensive. Braun is back in the last game. In Angers, maybe they lose a game for a conditional, physical conditional problem, and for that game they can't lose. They can't lose, and I don't saw Metz losing against Stade de Rennes, and I think we can try the double chance. The double chance for Metz. The odds are interesting. 1x odds 2.000 for that game.
Then we have Strasbourg, Saint-Etienne, with Saint-Etienne bottom of the table, 4 points. They were able at least to get a point in the last minute against Lyon in the derby after 5 consecutive defeats. And for Strasbourg, they drew against Montpellier in the last game at home. They've been able to beat Metz and Brest. So far, the odds for a home victory is 2.11.
Yes, I think the bookmaker thinking Puel is not in his position. Saint-Etienne is not in his position for the game, for the content about the game. We saw a team with character, with a strong reaction against Olympique Lyonnais, but they follow without victory. And there must to have a reaction. I think it is a very good possibilities to this game for Puel, for the team, and for the bet people, because I don't saw Saint-Etienne losing, and I want to risk for that game. Because the odds are interesting, and the difference about the team are not so high. Victory Saint-Etienne 3.50 for that game, and Puel will be make his first victory Sunday.
Then
it is a really surprising this week. I choose odds really surprising, because normally after the FIFA game we have a lot of not logical results. It's for that.
Yeah, even before the international break, we had also very illogical results with Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, for instance, losing
yes,
their first,
exactly.
or Ajax, their first games in their home leagues. Then we have 2 games left. Montpellier, Lens, they are second in the standings. They beat Reims 2-0 after beating also Marseille. So in the last 5 games, 4 victories for them. They are arrived in a very good position to Montpellier, who drew against Strasbourg. Now 3 draws in the last 4 games. You also see Lens continuing their good streak and beating Montpellier at Stade de la Mosson.
Yes, yes, I saw Montpellier winning in Stade de la Mosson, because Lens has a big record outside the away. They're winning Monaco, won in Monaco, they're won in Marseille. They have problem in his ground, and it's strange because it's a very difficult ground to play in Nantes. It's a classical English stadium. When do you feel the fans, a lot of passion, one of the city with the biggest passion in France, and this season they have some problem to win at home. They won only against Lille, the most important game, but they lose a lot of game of points. But away is a team eat you. Lens with physical in the physical condition is a team with powder really strong. And I think Fred Hez, the manager, have found how to play outside with a really serious, disciplined defensive phase, and with transition really strong. And he changed the team because that team don't depend more about Kakuta. It was a problem last season when Kakuta was not running, was lost, big problem, had big problem in the offensive phase. And this season, that one is changing, and is a team with a really strong collective skills. With a Montpellier have problem with the defensive phase. They change completely his structure, the shape of play, the player, their pass. With a really experimented player, with really young player, and they have problem because they concede a lot of occasion. The odds are really high, in my opinion, for that game, and I think Lens will follow his positive streak away, and there will be win odds 2.20.
Okay, I mentioned that the last 5 games, 4 of them were victories. The one defeat, as you mentioned, was at home in a weird game without the spectators against Strasbourg. And the last game of this match day is Marseille-Lorient. Marseille with problems. They lost 2-0 against Lille, so no victories in the last 4 games for Sampaoli, 2 draws, 2 defeats if we also count the UEFA Europa League. And now they welcome Lorient. You will tell me if this could be another surprise, because Lorient, they've only lost 1 game this season, was against Montpellier. They are coming from 2 straight draws against Clermont and also against Lyon.
Yes, Lorient is one of the big surprise of the season. Marseille started very well in the last game. 2 defeats against Lens, against Lille, and this is a problem. There must to have a big reaction, because the next game is Olympique Marseille, Paris Saint-Germain, and that one Sampaoli can be lose that game. And in spite of the quality of Paris Saint-Germain, that one is the game of the year, of the season in Marseille, especially this season. I think Lorient will be suffer a little in Marseille. The ambient, the manage of the emotion, and the risk of Olympique de Marseille. We saw is a team. Yes, they lose 2 games, but is a team play with a risk really high. I think Lorient suffered that type of game that season we saw against Montpellier. For example, Montpellier with Laborde and Delors in his defeat in the middle of August, and Marseille must to react for that game. I saw a lot of goals for that game, because Lorient is able to score away 2. I saw another 3.5. Odds are really interesting, 2.80.
Goals in the Velodrome in our last game. Then Alain, tell me your ACCA to finish this video.
Yes, Girondin Bordeaux 2.75.
Yep.
Metz odds 2.
Yes.
Lens odds 2.20.
All right.
And Olympique Marseille odds 2.80. If the total of the odds is 33.88.
Wow, a lot of money to be made. Bordeaux, Metz, Lens, and Marseille to win, and you can back a lot of money if this becomes true. Then, Alain, let's enjoy again the Ligue 1 after this international break, and thank you very much.
Will be enjoyed. Thank you, Edu. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. We have now all the info for the 10th match day in the Ligue 1. You can see right now every single tip made by Alain Valnegri. But remember that I also want to know your opinion, so let me know what you think in the comment section. And don't forget, click on the like, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell to get notifications. And also, we have a podcast for you in case you want to listen to our videos. See you very soon and enjoy Ligue 1.